Welcome to Speed Bump Garage. My name is Kent. I don't have a really good plan for today's video. We're just kind of shooting from the hip. But look at this 64 Mercury Comet. Those of you that have been following the channel for a while know that I have a Mercury Comet. This is not mine. This is a four-door. And if you look over there, there is also a white four-door 64 Mercury Comet. My Comet is also a 64, but it's a two-door hardtop. This property where these two cars are sitting has been sold. The gentleman that owned the cars called me. We made a deal on them. He actually gave me the cars, but told him I had to get them out of here before he closed on the property. So you are looking at a free 1964 Mercury Comet. This one has an engine in it. That one does not have an engine in it, but he gave me the engine for it. I've already got that engine at the house. Today we're gonna have to get these out of here. We're getting pretty close to his closing date. We'll kind of look them over. I'll get them on the trailer. I really wanted to do a Willitrun on this one and try to drive it out of here. But with Christmas and New Year's and everything, I just didn't have time. So we'll get it to the house and we'll probably do a Willitrun there. That's kind of cheating. It's much easier there, but that's how we're gonna do it. That's how we have to do it because I've got to get these out of here today. Let's check them out. You'll have to pardon the noisy chickens that the neighbors have. We'll get this thing out of here as quick as possible. Man, the guy that owned these cars' name was Larry, and we have since become pretty good friends. I've had multiple conversations with the guy, and it was super cool of him to give me these cars. I really appreciate it. He knew that I had the black two-door, and I'm not sure what we're gonna do with these cars, but happy to have them. There's tons of good parts here we can use on our two-door, and heck, I think we're gonna get this one running. So this one does have an engine in it. I haven't even looked through them really. Full interior in it, under dash air conditioning. Mine doesn't have that. Check that out, it's even got the Mercury emblem on it. That is super cool. No gauge cluster, but I bet it's around here somewhere. Really cool car. Hopefully those tires will take some air and we can just winch them on the trailer. Little small block like mine, with the exception of this one has air conditioning. Looks to be all there. We'll have to check to see if it's locked up when we get home. He did say he was building that one, and this one was kind of his parts car, which he hadn't really pulled any parts off of it yet. This one's a little more appealing to me because we could possibly have it running in a weekend and have some fun with it. That one's going to take a little more because it does not have a motor or tranny in it. So I think you're going to see some action with this one on the channel first. Who knows what we'll do with that one. My two-door hardtop doesn't have a very good grill in it. And look at this nice straight grill. Man, I love the front ends on these cars. Let's check the other one out. So many good parts. The gas door's messed up on mine too. This one's got a good spring on it, so tons of parts we need. Looks like we got a little bit of rust over the back wheel on this one. I didn't ask him why he chose this one. I don't know if there's something we're not seeing on that one, but just first look, that rust over the back wheel, I didn't see anything like that on that one. I like the white though. This one's definitely not going to take air in the tires. I think the grill for this one's inside. Yeah, there's us a grill. I don't know what all's going to be in there. He gave me the keys for these, and like a bonehead I didn't bring them, so we can't look in the trunk. Got us a little tree growing up the side of this one. It's been parked here a while. Let's get to work. We'll get the black one first. I want to get hooked up to it before we air up the tires, just in case they go down pretty quick. Put our trusty DeWalt inflator to work. I'm not too confident about a few of these. This baby's got 14s on it. At least 3 of the 4 hubcaps. We'll see if we can find the 4th one sitting around here somewhere. Well, that didn't go well. 1 of the 4 took air. That's all I could get, even with those chickens cheering for me. The other 3 just wouldn't take air. I did notice something. We've got a 3rd pedal in this rig, which I'm assuming means we've got a 3 on the tree. And look at our brake pedal. I think it's safe to say we don't have brakes with it all the way at the floor. Look at this repair they've got on their shifter. We've got like some type of a plant hanger, some decorative hook. Kind of looks like we've already owned this car. Hey, it works. All right, let's try to drag it a little bit, see if it'll roll. Well, that's not going as well as I'd planned. I cannot get these front wheels to straighten out. I've got to get it straight with the trailer before we drag it on. I think I'm gonna have to look for a shovel or something and try to dig some of that dirt out. I keep straightening that wheel and it keeps plowing into the ground and turning them back that way. Let me see if I can dig up a shovel around here. We'll go from there. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna go for it. I'm gonna try to get the ramps as close under this thing as we can, and maybe these tires will slide a little easier on the trailer than they are in this dirt, and we'll quit digging holes. Well, that could have went better. I think we've got all 3 wheels not spinning except the driver or the passenger front. Everything else is stuck. I've got the car in neutral. We've even got air in that back tire over there. It's just not doing anything. Come on, baby. Oh, there it goes. It's starting to turn now. Now it's gonna spin when we get it out of the dirt. Whew. Let's strap this baby down and get out of here. You know, I was thinking somebody ought to write a country song about this. I didn't have any money. Tell you what I did. I came over to Larry's. I got me Mercury or 2. I don't know. I think it'd be a hit. Might be able to get Alan Jackson to sing it. Let me know what you think. That one's gonna go much easier. Check this out. 1, 2, 3. Told you, got it right on there. I'm running a little bit short on time now, so I wanted to hurry up and get that on there. I gotta go get the boys picked up from school, and we'll figure out what we're gonna do. It went on there a little bit crooked, but I did not have time to be picky. Let's get this baby to the house. Did I just accidentally become a Mercury Comet collector? 1, 2, 3. Over there behind the shop's my 64. 2-door hardtop Caliente. Then the 2 crew cabs and Woody Dog. I guess he don't want to hang out. And I think this is a completely justifiable collection. We've got our 2-door hardtop. Great for date nights. Great for going to town with just a couple people. You can take the kids if you have to, but just super handy for 2 people. Oh, what's that? You want to go on a family vacation? We got 2 crew cabs. You can bring another family. One of them doesn't have an engine in it. No idea if the other one runs, but we'll get there. Now, it's actually been a couple days since we brought the cars home. I had some other stuff going on this weekend, but I do have the keys to the trunks now. So let's try to analyze what parts we have. I know for sure we're missing the drive shaft to the white one. A lot of the parts, I did open the trunk a minute ago, a lot of the parts we needed were in there, but still no drive shaft. We need to see if this one's locked up or not, and talk about what we're gonna do. What is the plan with these 2 cars? I couldn't pass on them, but I have 0 plan for what we're gonna do with them, so I may need your input on that. Let's see what all we got, and then we'll talk about options. The only thing that's jumping out on me that's missing on the black car is the instrument cluster and the 1 hubcap. Everything else seems to be here. There's a few trim pieces that are missing. Some Comet letters are missing here. And the trunk is pretty much empty on this one. Got a spare tire. Looks like an extra horn. And some shocks. Looks like a generator there maybe. Not much in this one. Look at that old Coke bottle. The big 20. It says 1993. That's a pretty old Coke bottle as far as plastic goes. And it looks like the tag on this says 90. So we got May of 1990 on the Texas plate. Looks like we may have a set of spark plugs there. Part of a carb kit. Maybe a coil. Oh yeah, ignition coil. Good stuff. Now this one's got all the goodies in the trunk. Well, dadgummit. That thing opened a minute ago. I shouldn't have closed it. Well, that quick task turned into a 15-minute ordeal. I had to take the tumbler completely out. It was locked up, and the key just would not open it anymore. We've got, I'm guessing, the gauge clusters out of both cars. This one's got the glass on it. That one's missing the front face. Oh, it's right there. An alternator, a bunch of bolts. Oh, push rods, pistons, rods. Got all the internals to the engine that used to be in this thing. Looks like lots of trim. Starter down there. There's the headlights. I think this one's missing both headlights, isn't it? So all the headlight bezels and everything's in there. More dash trim. All those gauges being in here makes me feel a lot better because I would like to put one of these cars together. One thing I don't see in there is this big side trim, because I would like to complete the Comet lettering on one of them. I'm really digging the look on this one. I know it's black just like my other one. We're having all kinds of trunk problems. But I kind of like the patina on it. I like the hubcaps on it. We need to find our 4th one. It's giving me kind of a hot rod vibe with the lines, the caps. We can get that thing sitting a little bit lower. I think it'll look pretty mean. Let me show you what else these cars came with. Man, Larry really hooked me up. We've got a rebuilt transmission that he was going to put in the white car. It's got a converter in it and everything. It is ready to go. We've got the original engine out of the white car, which, judging from all the internals in the trunk of it, I think this is an empty block, because look how easy it turns over. think we got just a crank in there. And then this is supposed to be a fresh small block for the white car. Now the fresh engine, it sounded like Larry got a deal on it. It was built by some sort of a Votech somewhere. It had some oil pressure issues upon startup. He said that they told him it had too much oil pressure, and he thought maybe it was an oil pump, and it could be a number of things. Could be a bearing issue, could be an oil passageway issue. That was his plan, was to run that fresh engine and that transmission, but I know he was going to go through that engine because he got a good deal on it because somebody else had issues with it that he thought he could tackle. I don't know what route we're going to go, but I know the quickest way we can have fun is to try to get that one running. We're missing some parts to be able to put the fresh engine and transmission in the white car. If this one's not locked up, I think we can have fun with it probably in a weekend if we can get the wheels unlocked and if the motor's not locked up. So let's make sure it spins over, and we'll talk about what we're going to do. I'm going to put you guys down there where you can see that crank, and I'm going to try and crank on the fan. I can't really see what you guys are seeing, but hopefully you can see the crank pulley, which is right there. Tell me if it spins. Oh, it moved. Oh yeah, she's moving. That's enough for me. Well, there you have it. It's not locked up, and I'm really confident we can make this car work with the mountain of parts that Larry was nice enough to give me with these cars. So cool of him to pass these on to me, and you know, he gave them to me. I don't know that I've ever had a car given to me, especially this cool of a car. Thanks again, Larry. Let me know what you want to see us do with them. Do you want to see a Willitrun? I do think the black one is the best place for us to focus our time on right now. I really appreciate you watching. Sorry we didn't do much on this video, but it was kind of an introduction to these cars. I wanted you to know I have them. That way you can tell me what you think. Am I wasting my time? Do you want to see some more videos on it? Love to hear your feedback. Thanks again for watching. See you on the next one.